So Ntsiki Mazwai is celebrating the downfall of the CIC Julius Malema. According to the tweet I read and other tweet in her timeline, it seems like she has a very big agenda against the EFF. And people who know Ntsiki Mazwai know that this woman is pro-Africa. She's a pan-Africanist. Don't hold those views she has about black people, African people against her. She even was one of the biggest supporters of our beautiful girl, the girl we have all cheerleaded for, and the ones who hated her were only jealous that we love her, Chidima. She was there supporting Chidima, loving Chidima alongside us, people who support Chidima. But she has an agenda against the EFF. And we know she has aligned her political career or her political opinions more with the MK party. She believes the MK party is the one and the EFF is not the one. So you should know that that's a background check for you if you're failing to do your own research who this woman is. Very beautiful women, always dragged all over the place by different people. People are always insulting her because she has a African hair. She doesn't do these things of wigs and all of those things. I don't even agree on those things or how they insult her, by the way. But she's celebrating the downfall of Julius Malema. She's saying, finally, guys, are we witnessing the downfall of Julius Malema? This morning, she's saying this after the news of Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, of course. So, is she the first one to ever say that? Hell no. She wouldn't be even the 5th or the 10th or the 1000th one to say that. She's just one of them, by the way. And by the way, I love Ntsiki Mazwai. I don't care what any other EFF member is gonna come and tell me about Ntsiki Mazwai. I know her political opinions. I know her. I know she has an agenda against the EFF. But me, I love Ntsiki Mazwai. I don't love her because she hates the EFF. I love her for the other things she stands for when it comes to black people and Africans. So, like, you can miss me if you're trying to be hating Ntsiki Mazwai. I'm not gonna be doing that. But of course, I have to address this thing she's saying about the downfall. Since when have people been celebrating the downfall of Julius Malema? Is it since yesterday? Is it since now with the Mbuyiseni Ndlozi? Is it since now with Floyd Shibambu? Is it since now with people leaving the EFF? Was it back then when he was chased out of the ANC Youth League? When was this downfall and when is this downfall? And why must this downfall happen so bad? Why are people wanting the downfall of Julius Malema so bad? Or is it just one of those stories in a context of a movie whereby there's this most loved and most hated villain? You hate the fact that you love the villain and you love the fact that you hate the villain. Is it those type of situations with the CIC? People are so invested in him, his downfall, invested in whatever is going on, trying to find all small things to justify that he's finally going down the drain. Even people would even go to the extent of lying. And I'm not even saying this is what Ntsiki Mazwai said, because I don't think Ntsiki Mazwai was one of the people who was celebrating the lies about the marriage of the CIC. But even other people, the way they celebrate this downfall, the way they want this downfall so bad, they even go to the extent of lying about a man's marriage and claim a man is going through a divorce with his wife, his lovely wife. They're saying he's gonna be going through a divorce, his wife doesn't love him anymore, he's going through a lot. That's how much this downfall they want it. For what reason, nobody knows what they're willing to benefit after Julius Malema downfall happens. Do I believe Ntsiki Mazwai to be right about the downfall of Julius Malema? Is it the beginning? Many people have said the beginning. Who is saying this is the middle? People have been saying it's the beginning of the downfall of Julius Malema. Ever since Julius Malema has become the leader of the EFF. Why are they not saying this is in the middle of the dying, of the downfall? Why are they not saying this is the middle of the downfall? Why is it always the beginning? It was the beginning with Floyd. It was the beginning, Magapuma Mafinyela talking on stage. It was the beginning when he went to court for that gun case. It was the beginning when now Ndlozi is leaving. It was the beginning even the other time when they were lying about his marriage. It was also a beginning of his downfall the other time something happened 3 years back. It was the beginning of the downfall when they left Abo Ustis Busisiwe Mkhwebane. It was also the beginning when Abo Andile Mngxitama left. It was the beginning. Kanti, why is it always the beginning? Why is this downfall not in the middle or in its progress? Why is it like people seem to always be playing replay to the start of the movie? Like in movie my sangela hati ten 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 ten. It's like they always want to talk about that. Why is it not in the middle of his downfall? Why is it always the beginning? So it's gonna be the beginning of his downfall every time something happens against the EFF. Is the beginning. Why are we not hearing about the end of this downfall? Why are we not hearing about the middle of this downfall? It's always beginning. Atimotia corner start this beginning. Like it doesn't start this beginning. It's always the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. That's why I don't believe these people who are gonna be saying downfall is the beginning of the end. It's the beginning. The EFF is dying. It's the beginning. This is the beginning of, like, why are you not saying, yeah, Julius Malema is collapsing and this is the middle of the story of the collapse. The collapse began in 2020, in 20 something. Why is it the beginning? Every time is the beginning. This Ndlozi story, by the way, it will pass, it will be done, it will be dealt with. We'll move on. Julius Malema will do press conferences. They will be the most watched and the most talked about because of the things he will be saying. People will forget about this whole Ndlozi thing. If you know history is that, don't follow too much Clout. Don't bet a horse on Clout. Bet a horse on the longevity of that person's influence. Don't bet on Clout. Clout is for a minute. It's for now. Floyd Shivambu, when he left the EFF, that was all clout and hype. He was getting views, going to podcasts. Now he does things, nobody cares what he has to do, what he has to say, unless he says something about the EFF, because he knows the clout is with the EFF. So me, I'm not gonna bet on a horse that is Sigiwe Inyawo. So that horse is Sigiwe Inyawo and is always saying it's the beginning. I won't bet on that. But this is no hate on Madam Ntsiki Mazwai. This was just a response on what she was talking about. So I love Ntsiki Mazwai. People who watch my content will tell you how much I love Madam Ntsiki Mazwai. May God bless Ntsiki Mazwai and may she stay blessed. Shout out to everyone. Thank you very much.